There's nothing quite like enjoying a peaceful day by the sea until an unexpected sight emerges, a mysterious creature or a monstrous being. Whether it's heavenly, shocking, amazing, or terrifying, here are some of the most unbelievable occurrences captured on shores that left everyone astonished. Shark jumps onto the boat. Discovering a deceased shark washed up on the beach is one thing, but having a live shark leap onto your boat is a whole different story. In New Zealand, a group of men was enjoying a fishing trip when they were startled by a loud thud. When they turned around, they were stunned to see a massive mako shark had jumped onto the glass screen of their boat. The shark managed to wiggle itself back into the water, but not before giving these men quite a fright. Dolphin breach to escape orca. Sharks may instill fear in humans, but even they fear these formidable apex predators. In the wee hours of February, a jogger stumbled upon something truly ominous: a pod of orcas actively hunting beneath the water's surface. Shortly after, the jogger heard the distress cries of a dolphin emanating from the shore. A young dolphin had leapt out of the water in an attempt to evade the attack. The killer pod lingered near the shore, awaiting the dolphin's return. After the pod departed, the jogger assisted the stranded dolphin in returning to the safety of the water. Jellyfish invasion. Picture heading to the beach to escape the scorching summer heat, only to encounter thousands of jellyfish swarming the shores and water. This was the scene at the Azov Sea near Shulkine village in Crimea. Countless Aurelia and Rhizostomi jellyfish blanketed the beaches and shallow waters, deterring beachgoers from taking a dip for fear of being stung. One adventurous individual who dared to enter the water described the jellyfish's touch as unpleasant, chilly, and slimy. Glass jellyfish. In the following video, we learn what to avoid doing when encountering a slimy blue-colored jellyfish washed up on the beach. Running in the opposite direction is the wise move. Even in death, these creatures can deliver a painful sting. However, this gentleman spotted a giant jellyfish and opted to toss it away. Unless you're an expert capable of accurately identifying jellyfish, it's best to refrain from touching them. Certain species of jellyfish harbor neurotoxins that not only cause excruciating stings, but can also be lethal. Oldest human footprints. During their exploration of the UK's East Coast beaches, scientists stumbled upon human footprints, which they speculate belong to ancient humans. Estimated to be 500,000 years old, these footprints rank among the oldest ever found outside of Africa. They offer a glimpse into the footsteps of an ancient man. One can't help but wonder what thoughts crossed his mind during that stroll. Fossil of a sea dragon. While carrying out a routine draining task for landscaping purposes, Joe Davis, a member of the water conservation team, stumbled upon something protruding from the mud. Initially mistaking it for a clay pipe, he soon realized it appeared more organic. Upon closer inspection, he made an astonishing discovery: a fossilized animal. This fossil turned out to be a rare specimen of an ichthyosaur, also referred to as the sea dragon, dating back approximately 180 million years. The ichthyosaur, a marine reptile resembling a dolphin, is nearly complete, measuring a remarkable 33 feet in length, with a skull alone reaching up to 6 feet in size. Woolly mammoth. Locals stumbled upon the remains of an adult woolly mammoth on the shores of a lake in northern Siberia. Scientists managed to recover a portion of its skull, along with several ribs and foreleg bones, some still adorned with soft tissue from the clay and mud. Climate change is unearthing numerous prehistoric remains of various animals that had been preserved in the permafrost for millennia. Researchers are examining these remains in hopes of determining when this mammoth lived and the circumstances surrounding its demise. Beach with bones. True to its name, Dead Man's Island holds a chilling reputation. While exploring the island's shores, a couple of individuals stumbled upon a collection of human bones, including a lower jaw still adorned with teeth. Historically, the island served as a burial ground for prisoners and was also utilized as a quarantine site during a smallpox outbreak. Regrettably, Dead Man's Island serves as the final resting place for numerous individuals and is steeped in legends and folklore. Alien hand. During a romantic stroll along the beach, a couple was startled to come across a chilling sight: a skeletal hand lying on the shore in Brazil. Despite its eerie appearance, the couple speculated that it might not be human, considering its unusually long fingers. Some commenters suggested that the skeletal hand likely belonged to a whale flapper. What are your thoughts on this intriguing discovery? Barely escaping the sneaker wave. The ocean's dangers aren't limited to those at sea. In this video, we witness a harrowing moment when a man narrowly avoids being swept out to sea by a sneaker wave, thanks to his quick-thinking friend. Just as he reached safety on a large boulder, a surge of water nearly dislodged him. Sneaker waves, which strike without warning, are believed by scientists to be linked to offshore storms that transfer wind energy to the ocean surface. Shark attacks the kayaker. Creatures in Australia sure pack an extra punch. Recently, a kayaker in South Australia had a heart-stopping encounter when a great white shark made a sudden lunge toward him as he prepared to paddle forward. The shark continued to circle him as the video abruptly ended. Here's hoping the man managed to safely navigate out of the water. While sharks typically don't target humans, as I mentioned earlier, the wildlife in Australia can be particularly dangerous to humans. Extreme fishing. Some fishermen elevate the art of fishing to extraordinary heights. In the waters between the islands of Java and Sumatra, Indonesia, shark fishing is a prevalent practice. Employing ancient fishing methods, these fishermen utilize a line that can cause severe cuts to their hands, yet they do so without wearing any protective gloves. Despite the absence of modern technology, they successfully landed a massive tiger shark on their line. These individuals truly demonstrate superhuman strength and skill. Crocodile on beach. Florida reigns as the crocodile capital of the USA, as evidenced by a recent sighting of one enjoying a beach day at Hollywood Beach. Crowds gathered to witness this uncommon spectacle. Among crocodilians, only the American crocodile is known to venture into saltwater environments. Clearly relishing its time, the crocodile indulged in multiple dips and leisurely strolls along the beach for hours. Gross fortune. While walking along the beach, a Thai individual stumbled upon an intriguing discovery: a greasy brick. Little did they know, this find could potentially make them $500,000 richer. Surprisingly, the greasy block turned out to be whale vomit. Known as ambergris or gray amber, this solid substance is produced in the stomach of sperm whales and is highly sought after in the market. With its significant demand, it can fetch thousands of dollars. Interestingly, for perfume enthusiasts, whale vomit is an essential ingredient in many perfumes. Sea turtle rescue. 3 friends from Pakistan were enjoying a day at Ras Al Had Beach in Oman when they came across a female sea turtle trapped under a rock. Understanding the plight of turtles and tortoises, known for being prone to accidents due to their shells, they immediately sprang into action to rescue the distressed creature. Working tirelessly for 4 hours, the trio dug through the sand using their hands and a plank. Their efforts paid off when they successfully freed the beautiful turtle, ensuring its safe return to the sea. Indeed, true heroes don't always wear capes. Seal rescue. Cape Cross Seal Colony in Namibia serves as a prime breeding ground for the Cape fur seals. However, due to the abundance of plastic pollution in the ocean, these seals often find themselves entangled in plastic waste. This can cause injuries or restrict their movement both in water and on land, necessitating human intervention to remove the plastic entanglements. During a rescue operation in the seal colony, a group of rescuers spotted an adult seal with a plastic bag wrapped around its body like a shirt. Acting swiftly, they intervened and freed the distressed animal from the plastic bag. Interestingly, these seals are actually a species of sea lion. Plane crash. A passenger plane bound for Papua New Guinea overshot the runway and plunged into a lagoon in Micronesia. Fortunately, local fishermen witnessed the crash and swiftly navigated their boats to aid the survivors. Thanks to their prompt response, numerous lives were saved. Moments later, US Marines, who happened to be nearby, hurried to the scene with essential equipment and rescued the remaining passengers. Without the kindness of the locals and the swift action of the Marines, The plane likely would have sunk at least 100 feet underwater, endangering the lives of all on board. Beachgoers save tourists. It's heartwarming to witness acts of kindness among humans. Let's shift our focus from Micronesia to the Philippines, where people celebrated the new year by rescuing a drowning tourist. On New Year's Day, a young man in his 20s was swept away by a massive wave. However, quick-thinking individuals joined hands to create a human chain, reaching out to assist the struggling person. A dramatic video captured the formation of a long human chain extending from the shore to the person in distress. Ultimately, the individual was rescued, showcasing the triumph of kindness. Huge whale carcass. On January 26, 2020, fishermen in the mangrove forest of Samut Prakan Beach, Thailand, were greeted with an early morning surprise. A massive 15-ton, 40-foot-long whale carcass had washed ashore. The carcass belonged to a 6-year-old female bride's whale. The circumstances surrounding how and why such a large whale ended up in such a small area remain a mystery. Biologists relocated the carcass to an open area to conduct a post-mortem examination, hoping to shed light on what had happened to the unfortunate whale. Rare giant squid. While strolling along the rocky shore of Scarborough, England, an individual stumbled upon a rare sight. A giant squid washed up on the beach. Unfortunately, the squid appeared to have been scavenged by birds, with its remains scattered about. Its massive eye, larger than the person's foot, was clearly visible. It's a mystery what befell this majestic creature. Giant squid sightings are exceptionally rare, and biologists often study them through their carcasses, occasionally found on beaches. Oarfish. What's lengthy, ribbon-like, and often considered a harbinger of natural disaster? The oarfish, also known as the king of herrings. These formidable creatures typically dwell in the depths of the ocean, venturing closer to the surface only when sick or during mating season. However, fishermen from the city of Arica, Chile, recently captured a massive 16-foot-long oarfish. The sight of this giant sparked fear throughout the city, with many worrying that it signaled an impending natural disaster. Although this event occurred several months ago, it seems that the city has yet to experience any significant disasters, apart from a minor earthquake. Shark attacks in Egypt. Sharm el-Sheikh's beaches in Egypt have witnessed an alarming increase in shark attacks, leaving experts puzzled about the cause. Several videos have surfaced showing people disposing of dead animals from cargo ships into the sea, potentially leading to a disruption in the shark's natural food supply. With mass fishing and diminishing food sources, sharks may resort to unconventional food options, including humans. The most viable solution to this escalating issue seems to be allowing nature to take its course by minimizing human interference with the sea and its inhabitants, at least for the time being. Beached pilot whales. So back in September, loads of pilot whales got stuck on a beach over in Tasmania, Australia. Reportedly, about 200 of them sadly didn't make it. The officials busted their chops all day trying to shove the whales back into the water, but man, those things can weigh up to a ton, which made it tough. The biologists gave them the scoop that the nearby Ocean Beach and Macquarie Harbor are real hotspots for these whales to get stranded. It's like a yearly thing, with hundreds of them getting trapped, losing their bearings, and ending up beached. The enigma of the mobula rays. Here's a throwback for you. 9 years ago, there was a bizarre scene at Gaza's beach where numerous mobula rays were discovered dead and swollen. Mobula rays, akin to manta rays, typically move in massive schools, sometimes consisting of thousands of individuals. Strangely enough, local authorities hadn't spotted any fish on that beach for 6 whole years prior to this incident. To this day, it remains a mystery how and why these fish ended up in such dire straits on the beach. Was it due to human activity or some other unforeseen event? Do any of you have a theory? Let's hear it. Cryptic creature. Australia boasts a plethora of peculiar and enigmatic creatures, such as this odd specimen that was discovered on Sydney's Bondi Beach. Resembling a rayfish, it sports lips that bear a striking resemblance to those of a human, while its skin mirrors that of a shark. Given that rays belong to the shark family, this isn't entirely surprising, but what sets it apart is its non-flat appearance. appearing to be a fusion of human, ray, and whale characteristics. Quite unusual, wouldn't you agree? So, what are your thoughts on this creature? Is it a ray, a hybrid, or perhaps an undiscovered species of fish? Let's hear your theories. Tsunami creature. Following the 2011 tsunami in Japan, numerous videos flooded the internet showcasing peculiar creatures being washed ashore across the country. In one particular video, a strange ball-shaped creature with patterns on its skin is seen being washed up on the beach. The individuals recording the video even touch it with their feet, but it's evident that the creature is lifeless. While many believe it to be a broken sea sponge, I've never come across a sea sponge of this shape or size. Despite the abundance of technology at our disposal, the vastness of the oceans and seas means that there are still thousands of unidentified creatures lurking beneath the surface. Rare fish carcass washed ashore. At a New Jersey beach, beachgoers stumbled upon a frightening fish washed ashore, leaving everyone pondering its species. It was later identified as a prehistoric fish known as the short-nosed sturgeon. This bony fish was discovered by Stephanie Hall, a local resident who was jogging in Island Beach State Park when she came across the giant fish carcass. Sturgeons, once plentiful, were heavily harvested by the caviar industry, leading to their endangered status and their rarity in the wild today. Sea monster carcass. The discovery of a massive creature's remains washed ashore on a beach in the Bay of Plenty, New Zealand, drew the interest of locals, as the badly decomposed remains bore a resemblance to prehistoric animals or even a mythical water dragon, as many initially speculated. In reality, this carcass belongs to a species of whale that has decomposed to such an advanced stage that it is difficult to identify. Strange blue fish with a surprise. Beaches can certainly offer unexpected discoveries. This girl stumbled upon quite an unusual find while collecting shells and other treasures along the shore, a strikingly bright blue-colored fish. Upon examining the fish, she made an even more surprising discovery. Beautiful pearls emerged from its belly when it was cut open. I'm not entirely convinced the fish is genuine, as I've never heard of a fish capable of producing pearls in its stomach. But what's your take on it? Have any of you ever encountered a fish with such remarkable abilities? Let's delve into the thumbnail of this video. When it comes to intriguing things washed up on the beach, this image definitely grabs our attention. At first glance, it appears to resemble some sort of mermaid-alien hybrid undeniably peculiar. Upon investigation, however, it turns out to be a kind of mannequin or dummy that somehow found its way into the sea and eventually washed ashore on a beach in Brazil. Perhaps it was a prank or part of a boat that accidentally fell overboard. Regardless of its authenticity, stumbling upon something like this on the beach can be quite terrifying. What are your thoughts? Also, on a side note, do you believe in the existence of mermaids? Share your thoughts in the comments below. One-eyed shark. This could easily be the most terrifying and bizarre discovery ever made on a beach. A one-eyed shark was found washed up on the shores of Mexico. At first glance, it might resemble a rubber dummy, but believe it or not, it's entirely real. This baby shark suffers from a birth defect known as cyclopia, which results in the development of just one eye instead of the usual two. Sadly, most humans born with this defect don't survive beyond a few days. Additionally, this shark exhibits albinism, which explains its white coloration. Thanks a lot for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever we release new content. Thanks once again for your support.